In this video, we're going to go through and set up the Genymotion plugin. This video works for both Windows and for Mac. Now, it's an optional step. You don't need to use this plugin, but what it means is by installing this plugin, you can configure and use Genymotion within Android Studio instead of starting it up separately. There is also a separate section earlier in this course where I show you how to install Genymotion for Eclipse. So go back and refer to those videos if you want to do that. But this is for Android Studio. So let's get stuck into installing the Genymotion plugin for Android Studio. Okay, so here we are in Android Studio. Step number one is to go into the Android Studio menu, click on Preferences. And you'll know if Genymotion is already installed because you'll have an option here for Genymotion. This is all in alphabetical order. You can see Genymotion's not there. So what we need to do is go into Plugins. We now need to click Browse Repositories. I'm going to type in Genymotion, depending on how you want to pronounce it. You can see it on there. That's selected. Click on Install Plugin. Click on Yes to confirm we do want to download and install it. At that point, we can close that now. Click on OK. And restart Android Studio to activate changes in plugins. Yes. Okay, now just to confirm that it's in there, we go into Preferences again from the Android Studio menu. We now see there's a Genymotion option there. We need to specify the path to the Genymotion application. Now this is where it's installed on your computer, whether it's Windows or Mac. On a Mac, I can click on Browse. I click on the Browse button and go into Applications. I'll sort that alphabetically. And if I go down, I should see Genymotion. So I'm just going to select Genymotion and click Choose. And that's my path. So you'll do the equivalent thing for Windows and choose the similar path to go to Genymotion wherever it's installed in Program Files /Genymotion, I believe. So once you do that, click OK. And that enables Android Studio. So not only is the plugin installed, it can now find Genymotion. So now if we open a sample application, we can see Genymotion's up here. Up here you can see the little icon for Genymotion, and if by chance you don't see that for some reason, you click on View and select Toolbar and make sure Toolbar is enabled. If you've got it off, like so, you won't see it on the screen, so you do have to make sure View Toolbar is enabled. So once it's enabled, Toolbar is enabled, you'll see the Genymotion option. We can click on that, and you can see straight away it's found the two installations that I've already configured of Genymotion, the emulator. So I can actually literally click them from here. Start, and I can start the Genymotion emulator from within here. Just give it time to kick in and start. You can see it firing up on the screen now. Okay, then we're installed and we're ready to go, as you can see. And now if I do a refresh, what was already selected anyway because the status is on, and it's now got an IP address because it's now connected and live on the internet. So that's how you install and configure Genymotion. You can also click on New if you want to create a new Genymotion device, Android virtual device, but of course all that does is starts Genymotion itself. So you can go ahead and create it, like so. So you can go in there and create the device as you normally would, so I won't do that now. So the main use for me is just using it within this environment to start and stop, and it's just handy having it up on the toolbar. So that's how you go about installing the Genymotion plugin for Android Studio.